Good morning everyone. Today I will take the class science of class 8, okay? Crop production and management, that is irrigation part, okay? What is irrigation? Class 8, crop production and management. Okay, crop production and management. Today we learn about the irrigation. What is irrigation? Do you have any idea what is irrigation? And you have seen any time that is the field, there is the farmers watering the plants. You also watering the gardens, watering the plants of your own gardens now. So this type of, right, this is called one type of irrigation. Irrigation means at the proper interval of time, not continuously watering the plants. Okay, this is also harmful for the plant. So when the water is really needed for the plant, or at the proper interval of time when you watering to the crops, that is called irrigation. Okay, so you can say that the supply of water to crop, the supply of water to the crop at proper interval of time is called irrigation. Okay, that is called irrigation, the proper interval of time when you supply the water to the crops or to your fields, that is called irrigation. It varies soil to soil, it may vary season to season, it may vary time to time. When rainy season is present, there is not too much water is needed than the summer season. In summer season, the frequency and the time of the water is more than the winter season. Okay, next, season to season, soil to soil, sandy soil needs more water, but loamy soil or anything loamy soil, that is not needed that too much water. Okay, next, season to season, time to time, so it is vary, and the supply of water crop at the proper interval of time is called irrigation. Next, why we need the irrigation? You can say that why we watering the plant? There is some water also present in the soil also. No, all time there is huge amount of the crops are present, so they needed too much water, that is not all time present in the soil. Okay, so you have to supply water for the proper growth and development of the plant. And not only the water is also, with the water the fertilizers, minerals also coming up. Okay, so for that reason you need to water your own crop. So importance of the irrigation, why we supply water to the plant. Importance, obviously first one, water is essential for proper growth and development of plant, flower, fruit, seed, etc. Okay, second one, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed with water, helps in seed germination, Another one, hold the moisture of soil for healthy growth of plant. Okay, so this is the importance of the first one. Water is very essential for proper growth and development of obviously plant, flower, fruit, seed, all are. We need also water. Living organisms need water. Without water they cannot think about their life. Okay, so for the reason water is essential for the proper growth and development of plant, flower, fruit, seed, etc. Second one, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed with the water that is present, that is supplied to your soil for the proper growth or development, because plant cannot take the solid material, so it is also mixed with the water and supplied to the plant, so plant get easily absorb the fertilizers, minerals with the water. Second one, helps in seed germination. Seed germination is new plantlets coming out from the seeds. So if there is dry seed, you can say that dry seeds there is you cannot see anything new plantlets is coming out from the seed, but you can soak the seeds with water overnight. Next day when you drain out the water, you can see that new plantlets coming out from the seeds. Okay, germination that is called. Another, hold the moisture of the soil. Soil is also dry, but if water is present, there is some softness is also present and also moisture is also present, that keep the soil soft and the root also can get penetrated through the soil. So hold the moisture of the soil for proper health, for healthy growth of the plant. Okay, so four functions. Water is essential for proper growth and development of plant, flower, fruit and seeds. Minerals and fertilizers also absorbed with the water, helps in seed germination, hold the moisture of the soil for healthy growth of the plant. Okay, that is the importance. Next, source of the water. From where you can get the water for the irrigation, because large amount of water is needed for the irrigation. So how could you get that water for the irrigation? A large amount of water is needed, so there is also some water bodies also present from where you can get that water. So sources of water. Well, ponds, river, dam, lakes, etc. This is the sources of water. Well, ponds, river, dam. You know that this is very easy thing. Sources of water, from where you can get the water bodies. They can take the water and transport to the field for the proper irrigation. Next, types of the irrigation. Types. Here is also traditional method, that is old method, and modern method. Okay, traditional. So here is also two types. So all these things when you coming to, because agriculture is very primitive practices. From the old days it start to practice. First agriculture is coming on the earth. So for that reason there obviously will be some old practices, some new practices. The old practices is called traditional method and the new practices is called modern method. So traditional method obviously time taking, obviously labor years, but it also practices years after years. Okay, so traditional method, 4 types. Moat, chain pump, dhekli and rahat. Okay, these 4 types of traditional method: moat, chain pump, dhekli, rahat. What is moat? That is pulley system. Pulley system, there is one wheel-like structure attached attached with the well. Very simple, drawn the water from the well. You have seen that the drawn water, how the water drawn from the well and then they supply to the water. It is called mode system or pulley system, because in the water you know that there is another like structure is present. Where well is present, you can see that there is another wheel-like structure is present where a bucket is attached with the rope. Okay, that bucket is attached with the rope, that is called pulley system. This is called pulley, so that is called pulley system. That is by the losing the rope, the bucket go through the or deep in the well and then drawn the water, and you can pull the rope again and the water comes out from the well. Okay, then you can supply to the water. This is number one. Second one, chain pump. Chain pump, here is a wheel like structure is present, and with the wheel a bucket and chain is also attached. Here another motor is present. When the motor start to move, then the wheel is also start to move, then the bucket comes from the ups to down, take the water from the river and supply to the, there is another channel system is there, then water go through this channel to the field. Okay, so here is another wheel and motor is present. Next one, dhekli. Dhekli, you have seen that in who has present in village in the winter season. Our mom and another neighbors start to make the rice, crushing the rice. There is another that is called dheki. Okay, this dhekli, that is called dhekli. There is one well is present. In the on the well there is one wooden log is present, wooden like structure, which one end attached with one rope and bucket and another end attached with a weight, maybe stone or anything heavy weight. So to this type of structure, one end with the bucket and rope, another end with the weight. So if you give ups and down and take this the ups and down, it start to take the water and deep in the well and drawn the water. This type of structure is called dhekli. And rahat is one wheel is present, with the wheel a bucket is also attached, and the another end of the rope is attached with a domestic animal, that's maybe cow. When the cow start to move round and round, then the wheel is also start to move round and round, then the bucket comes up to down and take the water. So this is the fourth system. So mode, chain pump, dhekli and rahat, that is traditional method. Next, modern method. Modern method, two types. One is sprinkler, another is drip system. Sprinkler method, that is the water is coming out through the pipe-like structure. This pipe-like structure is attached with a perpendicular pipe. Here is well is present and here the pipe coming out and there is motor is present. Okay, and the water coming out just like rain. Okay, this type of structure is called sprinkler system. Here is so many small pipe are present. The small pipe are attached with a main pipeline, and this main pipeline attached with a well or any type of water bodies, and this water flow is maintained by one type of motor system is present here. So that is when you start to the motor, the water flow start, and this is coming through this type of pipeline and it is just spread like rain. So that is called sprinkler method. Both the method, sprinkler and drip system, are present where the water is not available. Okay, abundance of water is not present there. So any type of uneven land, dry land where water is not available, these both system are very useful for that, because there is no less amount of water is wasted. Okay, that is called sprinkler system. So you can see in the uneven land, and it is here is the so many small pipeline attached with the main pipeline, that is perpendicular, that is 90-degree angle. Okay, that is called, you can see that 90-degree angle, that is called perpendicular, and it is attached with any type of water bodies, and the water flow is maintained by a motor or pump nozzle okay, and when you start the nozzle, the water comes out and then it just spread like a rain. That is called sprinkler method. Next one, drip system. Drip system is also just like that, but here the water is reached to the small pipeline at the end of the plant. Okay, here plants are present, but just at the root of the plant. You can see that a root of the plant. So here is also small pipeline present, and each pipeline, here the water comes from the upside, but it is water just falls drop by drop, just as less as it can. Okay, so drop by drop at the root of position of the root of the plant, that so that it is here water is falls drop by drop. Here water is fall rain like, but here drop drop drop. This is called drip system. Okay, so two type of system, both system are very useful where water is not available. And drip system you can find in the gardening of any type of vegetables, any type of fruits. Okay, that is the drip system. So what is drip system? When the water falls drop by drop at the position of the root of the plant, that is called drip system. So this is the irrigation system, that is traditional method and modern method. What is the importance of the irrigation? Traditional method, moat, rahat, dekli and chain system, and that is sprinkler system and drip system. In the case of sprinkler system, water comes to the pipeline and just spread like rain, and in the drip system the water falls drop by drop just near the root of the plant. Okay, so thank you. Next day we will study about the weeds. Have a nice day. Stay safe and stay in home.